Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone's doing well. So about a couple of months ago after December, I bought myself some kit from ETO Uniforms. It arrived just before, I think I bought it before Christmas and it came. But basically, it finally came today, which I'm pretty happy about. Just in time for this weekend as well. But I'm going to hold the package this way because for people that may or may have not seen the old videos, I did accidentally dox myself because I decided to show my address. So hopefully this time we ain't going to be doing that. But yeah, we bought some ETO kit a couple of, I think it was January, February time. I did order a kit before, but it didn't arrive the same size. So thankfully it fit my brother. But I did, before we open it, I did get the pea green shirt, which I thought was quite good. I like this actually. So I tell you what, give me a second. Right, I got some things I can compare off now. So this is my Soldier of Fortune pea green shirt that I had. So it's nothing wrong with it, to be honest. It's probably a bit old now. I've had this for about like good 4 or 5 years. But already I feel this just feels a little more, it feels more thicker in material, but it also feels, this one's definitely thicker and it's quite heavy. And I mean, like, so the material's thicker and there's a bit more weight to it, where this one feels a bit more, it feels thinner and lighter, which is kind of weird. It's a bit longer actually as well, so that's quite interesting. But for everybody that doesn't know ETO store, ETO store produces some very good British kit. A lot of people seem to absolutely go off like how good it is. So just looking at some of the stitching here and everything. So yeah, so it looks like you might be able to see it. I'll just show you the cuffs basically, because I think the cuffs are the things that are going to get ripped the most. There's my Soldier of Fortune cuff. So they're not bad and everything like that, but they ain't got that sort of reinforced stitching around the edges and stuff. You can just see actually there's a bit of light on my side coming through, where the ETO store there's literally no light. I can't even see through that, but it feels thinner, and you got this like reinforced stitch as well, which just seems a little bit more. It just seems to be a lot more better. But a lot of people seem to go mad over the ETO stuff, so I decided, well, if it's better stuff, we will go for it and see, and we'll also compare through my old kit. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the pea green shirt from the Soldier of Fortune. But I do have to admit though, I have seen some shocking ones coming out of Soldier of Fortune over the last couple of years. I did buy this about 5 years ago, and I only lightly wear it, so it's not been that discoloured, but as you can see there's quite a big colour difference already in actual. So it's a lot more. You can see it a lot more in person, but you might be able to see it on camera. There's definitely a colour difference. But yeah, I bought the kit a while ago from ETO store, and it came through. It didn't fit me, so I reordered another one. So these did fit me. What I did was, when you're using a tape like this, if you are 32 inch, don't order exactly 32, because unfortunately when you start putting other things on, you basically just can't move. So I learned that out the hard way. So I ordered, I think I ordered like a 34 or something like that in the end, so it's just slightly bigger, just so there's a bit more movement. So I think if I went onto Battlefield, I think I'd just like fall over and just like stay in that position. But I also bought the cap. The cap fit me. I'm saying it's quite. They could do quite a good detailing of it on the inside and stuff. I put all the writing in and everything. I've already put my cap badge on, so it's a Leicestershire cap badge. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? There we go. Up. There we go. That's pretty nice. Pretty happy with that. And just to compare my cap I wear and my Soldier of Fortune cap. So this is really, the problem I find with this cap is it's really, I got given this is an original one, and It don't look bad. It's just really, now when I put it on, it's really tight around here. I mean, like really tight. I've got to really push it down. I constantly have to keep like pulling at it to like sort of reopening it up a bit. But obviously when you sweat and everything, it just sort of like shrinks slightly. There's nothing wrong. Well, say this is an original one, and to say that this is an original one that's been out in the sun for, I said, I don't even know what the date is on this one. I think 1943. Could be a 3 or 5. Could be a 3 or 5. You might just be able to see it. No, you ain't going to be able to see anything. You can see the speed diamond inside it. It's 1943. And as you can see, through just looking at both of them, they're both pretty... They're pretty much the same, really. So that's the ETO one. It's a little bit darker, but it's going to be darker because it's been in the sun for, say, hours and hours. But to be honest, looking at both of them, they do look. They seem like, show it there, the stitching, the cat badge. It's pretty similar, really. That's actually quite good. But yeah, I bought the. I thought that was the ETO one for a second. Then that's the original one. It's just a little bit more. Just feels a little bit more better on the head and everything. It just there we go. It just fits on the head a little bit more, and it's a bit more playable. So a bit more playing around with it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that cap as well. But yeah, so now I think what we're going to do is, in this box basically is the battle dress. So I think what we're going to do is, we won't dox ourselves. I will be putting a black label over that because I know what I'm like. You know what, I should actually have just put a sticker over the address. That could have been a simpler thing, but we didn't do that. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to hide it, and we're going to open the box. And oh, I'm going to dock myself, aren't I? I'm going to dock myself. Where's the front? There's the front. Right, put that knife away. I'm going to dock myself, aren't I? This is going to be a massive sensor. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I've shown the whole thing. Oh, god. Oh, I suck at this. I didn't even get all the bloody paper off. Take all the tape. I think this is probably the second worst unboxing ever. The worst unboxing I've ever seen was oh, who is it? It was Tom Holland from Spider-Man, where he released the stuff and weren't supposed to show it. Right. Oh yes, I remember. Yeah, so that's my brother's cap because my brother has got a smaller head than me. So yeah, that's pretty much identical to that. Pretty good. I'm gonna throw his in my box down there. So there we go. And it does. It feels lighter. It doesn't. It's not even like. I don't know. It just feels like. It feels thicker, but is actually lighter. That's actually quite. We'll look at trousers in a minute. Let's look at battle dress. I might get my battle dress out in a minute and compare it. But that's pretty nice. I do like that. So I think obviously going to be using this for battling, and I'm basically going to use my Soldier Fortune one for battling now until that basically wears out. Because I don't want to damage my brand new uniform. This is mainly for. Like, I'm going to be using it the weekend. There's no battle this weekend, so the idea is I'm going to just wear this and just see. Yeah, the belt's different size, isn't it? That's pretty cool. There we go. That looks pretty good. But it doesn't feel. What's it? It doesn't feel as itchy. Compared to the Soldier Fortune one, like nowhere near. It feels quite nice, but it is wool. So I don't know if it's just more processed wool. So this is also this is the oh, was it? This is the 1939 pattern, so obviously it's got the hidden brass buttons and stuff like that. Only because only the reason why, even though I do late war, I bought early war is just because if I want to do early war, I can do that. And I also like the little custom that do as well. That's cool. I also like the just the practicality of, like, say, changing to whatever I want to do. But let me just get my jacket. So this is my jacket. Yet again, just to show you, see if the camera actually picks it up. There's my Soldier of Fortune. There's my Soldier of Fortune trousers and my jacket. Because I wear my trousers a lot more than my jacket, you can see, you might just be able to see the slight different variation in colour with both of them. But yeah, it's for compares. This is also yet again a 37 pattern battle dress as well. There we go. And that's strange, actually. This is actually slightly more lighter than Soldier of Fortune. Well, you can actually see that on the camera. It's just slightly lighter, which is saying that's just a little better. But you see straight away, it's like the stitch down here. You might, I probably won't pick it up. The stitch straight in here, where on this, on the ETO one, this one here, you can see where they've done the stitch all the way down, which is kind of interesting. But in this one, you can see where they've only just, it's instead of running the stitch all the way down, they've just partially done it, as is so often. So yet again, it's just, I think they're just the build quality is just a lot better on this as well. And that's actually astounding. That's got like, that's like double the weight for some reason. And it is, even now, even though it's been so, even though I shaved the inside and everything like that, it still feels like itchy and wiry. Where that's just, I just feel soft. So I don't know if, yeah, I don't know. That's very strange. I'm impressed though. Yeah, you see straight down here. So the ETO one, if you look at the pockets and everything, you can see where they've just done the stitch all the way down to reinforce it. But the Soldier of Fortune one hasn't. Like, they've literally made, there's no very good. I think there's one external stitch you can see there, and that's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else there. So it's saying, I think this is the thing. Oh, it's even got an extra bit patch in the back. So it said, to me, I just find that this already, the build quality of this is just absolutely, it's just a lot better. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, even the little loop at the back here, it's got so many stitches around it. You can tell that this is, yeah, you can tell this is done a lot better build quality. But same with the price tag it carries, I would have expected it to be a better build quality. So we'll put that there for a couple of minutes as well. And we'll look at the trousers. And you say, yet again, the build quality is just a lot more, you can physically see it, it's a lot more better. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I'm pretty happy I waited. The buttons also feel, the brass buttons feel a lot more thicker as well. They're not like the, as my trousers. Oh! I've seen something else in the box in there. We'll get them out in a minute. Where's my trousers gone? I think they've come down here. No, ones. Yeah, it's like the buttons. These buttons feel like, I don't know, the buttons on the Soldier of Fortune just feel really thin. And then these are quite thick, actually. And they're not sharp either. There was a big problem a while ago. The Soldier of Fortune buttons were like so sharp, especially on the actual shirts. They're so sharp, they're actually cutting through the material. But on this, there's nothing. That's really nice, actually. I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. So yeah, that's also another 1937 battle dress. But yeah, I am pretty happy with that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put it on and see exactly how it looks. I want to look at the actual pocket actually. Yeah, it's like, look there, so look at the pocket and everything. It's like, no, where you got this has been folded and sewn like over itself, so it's like it's gonna be held in and everything. This one's just like, it's just packed at the top a little bit with a little bit of stitching. And I think, to be honest, it's come off a little bit over the years. It has been worn. For anybody that thinks this is like a diss on Soldier Fortune, literally for starting off a kit and stuff like that, or just to continue using Soldier Fortune, there's nothing wrong with it. It's saying it's just if you want a more better reproduction without actually spending without actually using original kit and like damaging it and stuff. But I don't think you should be using original kit, especially if you're doing battles and stuff like that. But I think this is a good alternative with very, very good productions. But I'm pretty happy with that. I'm actually really chuffed. But yeah, it's on obviously ETO store. Obviously, it is more expensive than this. I think it's an extra like 30 or 40 quid more per item. I think the only thing that stays the same is the cap. The hat there, the GS cap actually stays the same. Like price of it's 40 quid, I think, from what I remember. I think the shirt's about 80. I think the shirt and the trousers are about 120 or something like that. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. And the other problem is, the first uniform I got sent through, I didn't have to pay import duties for some reason. They just sent it straight through. This one I have, and it is a killer. But other than that, I am happy. And the other thing I found in the box is they've sent me some swashes for me to do any, obviously, patchwork or anything like that. I think they send you some swashes through. I think swashes, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think they send it through, so if you want to put on your badges and stuff, you can sew it onto here and then sew the swash, I don't know if I'm saying that right, onto the actual jackets and actually it'd be a lot more like reinforced, if you know what I mean. On there, you see a lot of old photos where it's got like a little patch around where they've done it, but that's very nice. Actually, let's have a look here. 160 for trousers and shirt and jacket. I've just had a look at it, and yeah, 40 for the cap. So yeah, so obviously it's a bit more money, but a lot more. I think it's worth it if you want to upgrade. But yeah, again, nothing really wrong with the Soldier Fortune stuff. I just gotta say, I just looked at the collar of this. Look at all the stitching that's in that. They've like gone up and down several times, and they've even gone up and down like loads of times. That to me is just a lot more. It just feels more solid. I'm surprised at how like not itchy it is as well. Because I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna use this at the weekend, and I'm gonna have to go and shave it, and I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, I just want to put it on. And to be honest, I think all I'm gonna have to do with this is just sit down, sew my patches on this weekend, and that would be it. Which I think that's pretty good. I think that's really good. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this recording here, put all the kit on, and we'll see what it looks like. Right, so there we go. I've put the kit on. Honestly, very, very little itch at all. There's a little bit of itch, but not too much. It feels quite tight around the edges, which is what I like. It just seems to fit a lot better. That does, and say it feels thicker, but then feels more breathable. So I don't know if it's saying if it's just, I don't know, say what Soldier Fortune uses, if it's cheaper wool or something like that. But this just doesn't feel. It feels like I could wear this on a summer's day, and not overheat, because on the other uniforms, it's just the other uniforms are a lot more thicker. I have a jacket now though. And yeah, again, it just feels and looks a lot more better, I think. Let's try and do most of this up. Yeah, that feels and looks just a lot better, I think. Then I'm pretty happy I bought this actually. This is definitely worth the money. It's just the shape and everything. It's just got that sort of more classical look. Just put my belt on. Yeah, you can see the shape, and it does. That's incredible. I like that. And then what is that? So you can do all the way up to the top as well. I am actually pretty happy with that. That is actually really nice. I can't wait to use this at the weekend. People are going to be so jealous. I'm saying that's pretty nice. I think for now, I think even when my Soldier of Fortune kit does eventually die, this is just going to be my battling uniform, because this just feels. I'm actually surprised how there is a little itch, and I do mean a little itch, but not enough where I feel like I'm going to have to just take a razor and razor it down, up, side, left, and everything like that. It just feels like it's just pretty much where it's in the field. I'm saying, I like that, say, that classical shape where it goes in and out. That is pretty nice. I'm happy with that. I'm actually really impressed. Yeah, I'd say doing tanks and trucks this weekend. There's no battle, so I'm going to pretty much be wearing this. I think what I'm going to be doing though, I'm probably going to do a video. I don't know if I'm going to do a 12-month video, or at least wear this out until after the Victory show, and just sort of show people what, and saying if there's any problems. But obviously, I don't know if the button's going to pop off. I don't know if the stitch is going to fail or anything like that. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. So all I have to say is to people that are going to think about buying this kit, potentially if you do buy it, be expected to pay import duty, and it is a lot. It was over 100 quid, so just be mindful of that. And also, if you're going to do it, get the size, whatever your sizings and measurements are, definitely get bigger. It feels a lot better. If it's a bit big, if it's a bit bigger on your, it looked like you're smaller. It's saying if you look at a lot of old pictures, a lot of the clothes actually drown the lads because they're a lot smaller than us nowadays. But other than that, I am pretty happy. But yeah, anyway, everyone, I'm going to leave the video here. If you've got any questions or anything, please leave a comment down below. I'll answer it. I think, yeah, I'm probably going to do a video after the Victory show in or 12 months time, and just basically see what exactly I think about it and if there's any problems. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. So anyway, thanks for watching this long. If you have, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.